Well, hello everybody. I am Sandy Wilhelmina, and I am here to. This video is going to be what the heck have the sheep been up to? And they've been pretty busy making some cool stuff. So I'm going to show it to you. Thank you if you're a returning visitor, and I hope you all subscribe. And thank you to everyone that's been here with me for so long. Um, I've been a little lax doing videos. I apologize for that. We had new windows put into the whole house, and it was quite an adventure, and it got me kind of off key here. So I will get started because I talk a lot. Do these little things first. I've been doing some slow stitching, which I call turtle or snail stitching because it takes me a while. Uh, I don't know what I'm doing. I just did it. It's fun once in a while just to pick it up. And this was an idea from Bonnie and Clive. I'm not sure you've watched her before, but I will put her link in the description. And she took old ugly postcards that we all have a bazillion of, and she made little cute notebooks. So you put obviously, the picture side in, add some papers. I just stamped a few words here and there, and then stapled the binding. So that is all there is to that. And it's so fun to make them. So I made a bunch of those, and they're cute. I have them out just because they're cute. This is another bit of stitchery that kind of went wrong. I have a bunch of these. This is the shape it started out as. Oops, not so much. But that's a little Scotty dog. They're Easter egg hunting. And this is a Norman Rockwell. So I just trimmed out the little picture. I wanted to cover the middle of the one it's on because it was bright yellow. And mistakes were made, and I had to take it apart. I just cut it up because you know me. I don't work hard to fix mistakes. I hate when I do them. This is some slow stitching I did. I made a needle book for a friend of mine. And Debbie Ham, if you're watching, turn away. It's the first needle book I've ever made, or I've ever completed, put it that way. This is the back. So it started out as an old I don't know, if dresser scarf, a small one, and it was in pretty beat up shape. So I put up some some pretty stuff on there, and I put felt inside, and I have a little charm, and I did break out some glue, Debbie, but I think it looks okay. Hopefully she'll like it as much as I do. And the pen is not an old pen; it's a newer pen for crafting or wearing. But I thought it fit right on there. Debbie likes bling, so I think I captured the bling. And this was a request from my mom for her friend Rita. They've been friends since nursing school. They both went to Cook County um, nurses school in Chicago, and they've been friends ever since. So she told me some things about her, that she likes blue, and she's a gardener, a golfer, and a traveler, and she loves snowmen. So, and this isn't this fun. I think I might have gotten this from Pearl. This is a little embroidery on, it's kind of a stretchy fabric. I added a charm, the R for Rita. She could take that off if she wants. And then this back is plain. It was a nice book cover. I didn't have to do anything in the back. So here's it's a chunky one. It is about Oh, it's about 5.5 by 8.5. So it's a regular size book. Well, it was until I got hold of it. So I did a ring bound journal so she could add or take out pages, um, move them around. And I dried some flowers last year and I laminated them. And then there's just some stuff in here that I made. These are from a watch, jewel maker watch. Um, ah, uh, those were oh my goodness, the tabs for the different crystals. And I just thought that was cute. It says, Memories, I came upon a little book that long had been forgotten and left untouched, and pressed and faded where a ribbon, once of brightest blue, still kept it the place a violet lay. I just thought that was kind of neat. Talk about blue. Oh, she plays a lot of cards. This paper is from Tracy. Who dyed that. I think that's cute. I had trouble finding snowmen in my stash, which is ridiculous. This just opens up. So Fussy Cut. She was born in January, so I took the January pages out of the. Oh, I'm really tired today. Edith Holden book, and I put those pages of January on there. This is just from the inside of a book to Marjorie Howe from her father and mother, May 24th, 1929. So I just made a tag out of that. And then I popped in this letter typed in blue, 1918. Got a little charm going on here. You can see that. This came out of a gardening book I have that I was going to sell and not tear up, and I changed my mind. This is from an old yearbook from their golfing club. I'm not sure who dyed this paper, but it's beautiful. There's a little bitty doily there. This is a seed packet, and I put in some fun stuff that is in there. And then Mom and Rita took a trip, I think when they graduated from nursing school, and they went all the way out to California to San Francisco. They rented a VW bus and toured around and then came home. This is the coolest story, and I'm not giving it its proper. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Oh, and she loves music too. And so there's just some things in here I thought she might want to use for writing or somewhere else in her life. But there's plenty of places for her to tuck things in. This is 1894 from a young lady's journal newspaper. I always loved these black and white, almost looks like a negative pictures. This says keepsakes I stamped on some fabric. This says where words fail, music speaks. Hans Christian Andersen. And of course, that is a Harrison Fisher lady, a pretty lady. Another charm, cards, charms. This is a postcard. It's an old postcard, a chrysanthemum garden in California. So I I back these with a file folder so I can sew on them and the thread doesn't fall through all the time. And it's just a bunch of French knots where the flowers were. All the work was done for me, so I just added the knots. And then I backed it on another piece of that is Oh, whatever it is, it is. Ah, for goodness sake. And then this is antique, very antique trim from Dodie's mom and grandma's stash. So I popped that in here. This is from a really cool music book that I came across in the music collection that I have here. You all might have heard of it already, but this is from a handwritten. These are copies, but a handwritten music book, and it's about pirates. These are guitar strings, very vintage guitar strings. Songs of the Flowers and the Pansies. I kind of made a mistake there, and I just popped a few things in here. This is just a beautiful paper from the paper pad. Another January page. Pansies. More stuff. Um, this is, I think, a laundry dry cleaner's receipt from, I want to say Sweden. Vintage doily that I cut up because it was in really bad shape. Snowman. And this is a copy of a letter from France, I believe. Oh, wait, this is stationery from Cosmo Medici Hotel in Italy. That is. And this is from the Customs House in New York. And it is for architectural drawings in 1904. My mom loves chickadees, so I popped her in here too. And a little. So luckily I have these all on pins, so she could take them off. And this string is all book cuts. Another snowman. Chase after your dreams. That's just a piece of paper. Some vellum. Golf playing cards. This is an ad from 1899, I believe. So golf and playing cards. This is one of Patty Lang's Pretty Ladies. I just love them. They're just gorgeous. She makes the digitals. I think I need to add some more stuff in here. Oh, stationery. This is an old ledger sheet from 1880. Carrie, I've got some of your sewing in here and some tape I scavenged out of a book because I ripped the paper. This is a copy of a French letter and strawberries. Just some old memory kind of things. And I hope she likes it as much as I do. My fussy cut flowers. And this is a from an old ad about cameras. And I fussy cut the camera, found two little lady pictures from a yearbook, and cut out the middle and put them in. It's just a tag. This is, I tried to reimagine their trip. Um, so this was really fun to do. I don't do a lot of collaging like this, but they rode the train. They went from Chicago, downtown Chicago, to San Francisco, and it was quite a fun time from what she told me. It amazes me that my mom went out and they rented a VW bus to drive around in California. It cracks me up. This is one of the little notebooks I showed you. Let's have that clipped in here for now. Ooh, get in there, even just barely, just stay. Some more vintage ledger. And it opens. This is a stamp that I got from Vanessa. Some more vintage doilies. This is just from a book. Always Shine. Little flower baby. This is some tissue paper, and in here is this pretty picture. And look at that. Hey, hey. There's some cards to write on. I thought it was pretty clever. Makes me happy. And this is a page of Frosty the Snowman. Music. And this is some of Debbie's slow stitching. I thought that's a perfect tab. I'm sorry for my light being so dark. I don't know why it's like that today. If I drop it a little. Oh, whoa. Now I just took this off my desk. Hold, please. For gosh sake. What in the world was I thinking? I'm thinking I better tighten my stuff up on my desk. What do you think? Oh my gosh. You guys, I should do this. Oh no. I don't know what I just did. Hopefully it's still plugged in, at least. God, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen here. Those crazy sheep must have been in here last night working. And they weren't very appropriate because everything is just out of control. All right, 2 more seconds. I hope. Can't believe this. I'm always good for some entertainment, right? Almost there. My desk is weird. It's a teacher's, a really old 1800s portable teacher's desk. And it's a weird shape, and it doesn't have a good place for lights to clamp on. And if I don't clamp that down, I tend to drop them everywhere. So I hope that light's better. I don't know why it's like that. I got the big new window behind me and it's all sunshiny today. Oops, need some glue there. And this is Cook County Hospital where they were in nurses training. And then this is the registration for a nurse from, let's see here, July 1912 for a county nearby here. So what could be better? A certificate for someone's registered nurse um, application and filing and a picture of the school on top of it. For it's much older than my mom is, though. My mom didn't go to it when I looked like that. And I just popped a couple of old checks in here. This one's 1928, the game of golf. This might be one of my favorite cards. This is a card for this game, the game of golf. And I, of course, had to add a lady and her lamb on the course. This is Hazel Anaka. She dyed this beautiful piano roll paper. And I love it. So there it is. And I backed it with a piece of paper. There's a little notebook back here. And what did I pop in here? Some golf ladies from an ad. And that's that. Oh boy. Do you ever have that happen? You just can't get everything back in the way you want it? Well, I don't take them apart very often. That is going to my mom's soon. There's a morning bead, morning button. Uh, that will be going to my mom soon. So, what is next, you ask? I've been on a binge of making journals that are not done yet. And oh my gosh, this is crooked. This is one that I'm working on. It was going to be just a cute little kitten book or journal. It was a cute little book that didn't have a very good binding. And then it kind of morphed into a strawberry book, too. So, strawberries and kittens, what could be better? This is an old Whitman book. And so there's the beginning of the cover. And then these are pretty much the same. I have some pages picked out. I put such a big binding on there, it's going to have to be more pages than this, but this has little bitty strawberries on it. My goodness. So that's that recipe. And those are what I've got set up for that so far. And then I made some charms. That one I did not put together like that. It kind of slipped when I put it in the here. As I pick them up, I will show you. These are all pieces that I might use. This little girl's such a peanut. Kittens. I love that door. And it should go in there okay. This is an order for strawberry seeds or plants. Another charm. Wait till you see what I do with these. That's going to be fun. I have more strawberry stuff. I just haven't gotten it out. Button. Sorry, silk. That is from Carrie Paper Monkey. Make a wish. This is just stuff. Everyone must have a lamb in their stuff. Once upon a time, there was a weird old lady who did journals with funny subjects. It's Christopher Robin, I think. So that's on its way. It's well on its way. I put them in here because otherwise I have stuff strewn from one end of the plates to the other. It's also with them lined up, it reminds me of what I haven't done yet. This is almost done. It's a little Bunny Blue elf book. I had to fix the back. It was a mess. I think he's pretty cute. So I saved as many pages and illustrations as I could to put back in. This is just a pad of scrappy paper. This is a printable digital from Angela, the Traveling Crafter. Hi, Jim. Jim's coming down for some lunch. No matter how long the winter, spring is sure to follow. And there's a sheep for this journal. Some dictionary page. Jelly beans. Oh no, two sheep in this one. Little fabric page. There's the center page. One of Debbie's envelopes. Pretty color. And that's it so far. And then all kinds of stuff. But like I said, this one's almost there. Little cute envelope from 1958, maybe. A card that's as big as the journal. Holy smokes, right? And some bees, some charms. little tatted flower. Not sure what I'll do with that. And then this will be something you aren't going to believe. You're going to be amazed, maybe. So that's the progress on that one. To the spot. Trying so hard to be better about keeping things neat. It's not really working out, but this is something that I have had here forever. It's gigantic. It is about 11 inches long, and it is an old bobbin from a mill, a weaving mill, spinning. And I put all kinds of snippet roll on here so I can see it, and then when I want it, I can snip it off. There is stuff from, oh gosh, most of it's mine, but I do have stuff on from Carrie the Paper Monkey and some other people, and there's a ladybug. So that is sitting on my shelf now, as is this little one that I just put a top on, and that is, I think, one of mine. So those are sitting on my shelf looking cute. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do another video. I should catch up so I can put things away. I hope you're all having a great day, and thank you for stopping in. And the sheep sent smooches.